All right, guys. So that laptop right there, you see the has my Good Enough Guy Crafts logo, just the letters on there. We're going to start with that. So we're going to run this machine. We're going to show you what it can do. Now this thing is going to be carving from as close to the center as I could measure it. I've got it all set up. I just got to start it up and go. This is a 60-degree V-bit, which means it carves like a little groove with a point at the end of it. All right, here we go. Let's hope for the best. I'm just going to get a close-up look at it. Oh yeah, looks like it's carving nicely. So the right side and the center didn't cut well enough. So that means that this was too high over here and too low over here. So I will have to make some adjustments. We'll be back. All right, guys, here we go. Hopefully I put this exactly where I left off. I have changed the file to only recut the words that you see there because those are the ones that screwed up over here. Now, if that blade isn't exactly in the right spot, I'm going to get like a ghosting effect, and I will have to scrap this whole side of the wood. If I get really close, I'm going to keep it and use it. If not, what I'm going to do is flip it over and do it on the other side to save the board. Here we go. Secure, position. Turn that on. Let's hope for the best. It looks like it might be on exactly the right spot. We'll see. All right, guys, let's see how it turned out. I have a small problem with this section right here. It still did not cut out the good part. So that leads me to believe that there's a curvature inside these boards. That would explain a lot for some other projects that I've done. I will fix it. Here we go, guys. Third time's a charm. I'm just going to redo the word making and good, which never came out here. I'm going to try again. I made the bit go a little bit deeper. I reprogrammed just those two words to cut deeper. We'll see how they turn out. I think it's going to cut too deep. Let's take a look. Well, we can see how redoing those letters helped there. The ones on the left making are much deeper than the ones on the right. Same thing with good and enough. All right. Looks like I'm going to be able to use this. I'm going to finish this project up. I'm changing the blade from the one on the right, that pointy one, which I just used, to the one on the left, which is a 1/8 inch downcut profiling bit. Okay? And that's what I'm going to cut the next section out of. I have recentered the new bit onto the machine, tightened it, and is ready to carve. So this is the other part of my logo. This is going to be the saw blade portion. Hopefully. Spindle. I know what I have to fix for next time, if there is a next time. I appreciate y'all joining me while I make this. The next time we're gonna put this on another table and start staining it. It's definitely good enough. CNC machine, this is my logo carved on wood. I went ahead and I taped off a bunch of the wood and I spray painted it black so that way I could get it in the words. Now we're going to peel the tape off and we're going to sand off all of the black paint from the areas we don't want it. I got 60 grit, I got 80 grit sandpaper, and 150 grit, and that should do us just fine. It will be good enough. Let's see what it looks like after we pull the tape off of it. So put the tape on there to minimize the amount of paint we're going to have to sand, because the paint will clog up the sandpaper as we go. You're going to get an idea of just what we've got to remove. Some on the edges, I have a little bit on the inside. Let's get a pick. The pick helps us get up underneath the tape. Kind of hard to see how flat this black is. I think it's good. Doesn't look like there's any more. Alright, so here we go. I've got this plugged in. Let's put the 80 grit on there. The 80 grit is the roughest, coarsest one I've got, and that's going to help us get the bulk of this paint off. The idea is to leave the paint in the holes and take the paint on the outside off. Wow, I'm gonna have to use more 60 grits because that really gummed it up. Another 80. Alright, I don't have much by way of 60 grit, so I'll have to use 80. so gummed up because we got the bulk of the black off of it already. Let's brush it off and see what it looks like. Here we go. I'm going to keep sanding it until it looks a lot better, but it is almost done. Let's go ahead and pull a fresh 80 grit out, and then I will go to the 150 to smooth it up. Oh, that's a lot nicer. If my air compressor wasn't in another part of the house, I would have used that to blow off the dust out of the corners. Do you guys think that's good enough? Once I, clean the dust out of the black parts, I don't think I'm going to sand it anymore. I'm tired of sanding. All right. I think it fits the profile. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Just to give you an idea, this is the black paint. They got in all of the sanding bits. So once it gets like that, it's smooth. It can no longer do its job. Throw those away. That's the cost of doing business. Our Good Enough Guy Craft sign is designed, carved, painted, and sanded. It's ready to go. I've decided to go with Rust-Oleum wood stain, a summer oak, because I wanted something a little lighter than usual. Now this also dries quickly. This says I can put the polyurethane on within an hour. And I do have the Varathane Ultimate Spar Urethane Oil Base. This is a clear gloss. This is made for exterior, but I don't care. I just want to protect this, all right? So I've decided, instead of using the chip brush to put the stain on, I'm actually just going to rub it on with the cloth, because I'm trying to not get so much into where the words are. So we did it carefully. I don't want it to glob up on my black. So I'm being very careful with it. I think I'm going to. Let's see what happens. Since this is a saw blade, why not use a color like maybe this Minwax semi-transparent gun stock. Let's see what that looks like. We're committed now. So, because I'm using a different kind of stain on the outside, I am going to wait a while before I put my polyurethane on. It's probably a day or so. Let me use a clean rag. Oh, this is a reddish tint to it. That's pretty cool. Kind of like it, kind of like it. Even if I don't like it, it's too late now. I think that's good enough. How about you guys? I kind of really like that color. Can't wait to use it again. Min wax wood finish penetrating stain dries in 2 hours. Rich color one coat semi-transparent gun stock number 231. All right. So here we are. Here she is, all done, coated with polyurethane and ready to hang somewhere, probably in the shed. The Good Enough Guy Crafts, making stuff good enough.